Greetings, loved ones. Welcome to a Divine Guidance card reading session. Thank you for joining. I welcome all Soul Tribe awakening individuals, the collective. My name is Lotusbutterfly. I would like for us to tune in to the full moon and the sun. Take some slow, deep, sweet breaths. Inhale. Holding your breath. Slowly exhale. I'm saying thank you to all the guides and guardians, ancestors, star beings, the divine. Thank you for your presence, ascended masters, to the elements. Thank you for your presence here. So today I pulled an oracle card, Andarian Oracle card. This is the main theme of this card reading. What I received was the Andarian Effervescent blue crystal. And it says here, the blueprint of the planetary and human ascension is encoded within my being. Allow me to awaken you from your slumber into true remembrance of who you are. My blue hue activates your intuition on all levels, allowing you to fully know, feel, see, and hear beyond your 3D senses. This card is actually a microscopic view into the actual crystal. This is what the crystal actually looks like. And the healing energy actually comes through the cards, transferred through the cards from the actual crystal. These are very powerful, beautiful crystals in this deck of cards. So I'm just going to allow the energy of this effervescent blue crystal to flow through this card reading. And pretty much the cards that I'm going to be pulling will be in support of that ascension and like learning how to navigate and delegate your inner realms so that your outer realms can receive that transmission and transform into your new reality. Here I have the Chrysalis deck. We'll start off with these, and then I have some other decks here that we can get clarification. Call divine guidance for clarity, light, life, love, truth, harmony, for well-being, vitality, ease and grace in our lives, abundance, fun, and joy. So the undertone of the card reading is the Nine of Mirrors, which is the Nine of Water Cups. I don't know if you can see that wonderful, just luscious and dewy artwork there. It's gorgeous. So this is the undertone, which is how I'm viewing it, is to be reached through this card reading's advice and guidance. Okay, so the first step that I'm seeing here, I have the Corsair. It's the Five of Spirals, which is the Five of Wands. I'm seeing here, he's like a pirate, and he's also could be a player of many levels, debauchery and other things. And I have here Ariadne. She's the Death card. And I'm seeing that these two together, there's a death coming to the raping and the pillaging, the debauchery, the denying, truth denying. There's going to be an end to that, a death of the way not only like humanity is going through, but personally inside of us, that we are experiencing so many illusions and lies within our own being and our own minds. We are coming to the truth. This energy right here is going to be down, done. You guys are coming up into full integrity, discerning truth. Truth, what is best for your being. Truth, what is best for humanity. Truth, what is best for the planet, the creatures, Mother Nature. Choosing what is best. So here I have Five of Mirrors, which is the Five of Cups. And then I have the Mime, the Page of Spirals. All the trickery is coming to an end. All the foolishness is coming to an end. Foolishness that our ego has kept us captivated in its comfort zone. The roof is being blown off. We are coming into our true selves. All the lies that we tell ourselves, all the lies that we tell each other, all the lies that the society has put upon us in various governmental, religious, and even cultural type ways, the lies and foolishness are coming to an end. They are dying so that a new life can begin. A new life of truth. I'm being given intuition that that stage of illusionment was necessary. For it was at that place is where we made our greatest wishes of absolute bliss and solution-based relief, wishing for the best. That's all I can say. Wishing for this Nine of Mirrors. Abundance in every possible beautiful way. Abundance in positive ways. Abundance of empowerment, being liberated, free to express, free to enjoy, free to create. We do not have to accept the things that are going on outside of us. We change those from the inside. We keep doing it. We repeat. And it's like wash, rinse, repeat. We do it every time that subject matter comes into our face. We wash, rinse, and repeat. We keep doing it. You can do that by choosing the empowerment, believing that you can delete the things that you are seeing. Delete them. I personally use the power of the sun to delete and clear whatever does not resonate of harmony and light and love. Whatever doesn't resonate, the beautiful abundance, deliciousness that I choose to create. The power of the sun is very powerful, and it helps to clear the neurons in your brain when you connect to it. Because we have neural pathways that have been built upon the lies, and we need to clear those. All the thoughts that we do every day shoots through your brain like lightning, and it goes and it reiterates to the end of that neural pathway of where you have kept that in your remembering and your experience. And those pathways need to be cleared. And you can use the power of the sun. That's what I do. Or you can just choose to have a mindset that maybe you're like a computer, or you can use like a framework like the Matrix. I'm sure there's other ways to clear those neural pathways, but it's time for that. And it's actually just happening by default because of all the death and destruction that we are seeing around us. So much is just being torn down from your regular experience. And we are being basically forced into knowing who we truly are. I have here, it is the Muse. She is the Queen of Wands. And I love this card because when you use the Muse and you have the Queen of basically thoughts, she is thinking wonderful thoughts. She's thinking of like the best life in a poetic, like her heart sings in a poetic way about the beauty that life can bring. She has plans to express those through all of her gifts, whether it's singing, music, dancing, arting, like painting, drawing, card reading, blessings, cooking delicious, nutritious, organic foods, meals, all the wonderful things that support a sacred life. That's her planning that. That's why she's the Muse. She causes everybody else to be inspired and to want to express their creativity. So she's encouraging you to get it all out, like all the goodness, pour it out into your world, overflowing through your creative gifts. If you have only one gift, master that. If you have 5 gifts, master them all, do them all, rotate them throughout the day, use them daily, keep them alive, keep them breathing, keeping the fire on for those beautiful gifts. If you have 10 gifts, learn how to rotate them, learn how to bring them into an actual way of living. That's why you have so many creative, beautiful gifts, is because they were meant to be your lifestyle. Those gifts will support and bring life to your life as you express them and learn to balance and integrate them harmoniously throughout your day. You are the only person that can shut the door on you expressing your gifts. If you have an obstacle, start sending love, start sending light. Send the energy that can transform that obstacle into learning what the blessing is for that obstacle being there. Then go through that obstacle, nurture it, and get to the gift. And then when you get through that, you will be able to express that talent or that gift, that creative expression that was being held back. You find it. It's like a treasure inside of you. It's like a pearl. The beauty of a pearl is just unmatchless. And we all have gifts that we could find throughout the various decades of our life, finding new pearls within us that we didn't even know existed. We find that through nurturing our inner self with absolute unconditional love and with a childlike outlook, being playful, being willing, taking a chance to follow through on that urge that comes from within you. Okay, I'm gonna pull a card from the Sacred Mysteries Oracle deck. I love this deck, it's so beautiful. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 3 piles because these are chakra related, and I'm going to make 3 piles of just 1 card each, and then you can pick the card that you're drawn to and you'll know which chakra needs to be worked on, whether it's cleansed or just intentionally infusing with your thoughts, like your intentions and your thoughts. And the extra card that fell out is truth. So we're doing this to find the truth. We're doing that so that we can be our truth. At the bottom of the deck, I have balance. So that's our undertone, so that we're seeking balance in our new lives. It's so important that we have the proper foundation, that we can receive the nourishment through our roots, the proper foundation so that we're standing strong, the proper foundation so that we are protected, the proper foundation so that our inner realm can be played outwardly in a secure manner. Okay, so I have here Aventurine, Tiger's Eye. So it's Aventurine is number 1, Tiger's Eye in the middle, number 2. Red jasper, number 3. And I've infused these crystals with some energy to support when someone draws on that. The intention that I put into those crystals, I am giving and sharing the best, life-giving, successful, informative, compassionate, deep, sweet, light-hearted, fun, passionate, beautiful, honoring, meaningful, liberating, purposeful, clarifying, empowering, sincere, honoring, I said that already, humility, bold and expressive, energy to support into for you. Okay, so number 1 is aventuring. This is the number 26, expansion. And that I will get, I will let you know what chakra that is once I finish these. Okay, a tiger's eye is creation. Wow, these are beautifully supporting for the subject of the card reading. Exactly. And red jasper is emotions. That's exactly what I'm talking about right here. Our neural pathways tell our brain to feel a certain way. We've just grown up just reacting to what we think is real, and that causes us to feel strong emotions, which causes us to create like undesirable fluctuations throughout like our aura, and then our aura kind of like orders to the cosmos what we are going to receive back. Like how I see, like my way of seeing it is like we are in a sphere, like each of us have our own sphere, and at the end, at the very surface of that sphere, that's the end of the cosmos. Like the whole cosmos is inside of our sphere. And when we have an emotion and a thought, and we say a word and we do a deed, it makes an impression on the edge of that sphere, and it bounces back like a mirror. And so it starts going through everything that's in our life, like everything, atomically. And we start to experience that undesirable experience, if it is an undesirable experience, or if it's a desirable experience, we start experiencing that on a more powerful level each time that we've reiterated, that we've like thought like, oh yeah, this is the way it is every time, like when this person walks through the room, they're always going to make me feel this way, so bounce, boom. So it keeps happening, not even allowing for a new possible way of being to be there, because you've already solidified not only your neurons, but you solidified that into the rebound from the cosmos, and it goes atomically into everything around you, and it supports that. So we need to be aware of what are we allowing ourselves to feel, if it even deserves our energy at that moment. Do we need to even pay attention? Do we need to even think about it? Or can we just let it go and say, you know what, that's not my chosen, that was not even real, I don't even accept that, I'm going to delete and clear that, and instead I'm going to put some beautiful energy and put a beautiful hope that that person that walks into the room, it could be a blessing moment. that it could be gracious, that there could be honoring and sincerity and kindness and compassion. And we do that by not only directing into our mind, into our heart and our feelings, and then trusting that that is going to rebound at the edge of our cosmic sphere, bouncing back into changing the reality. And sometimes there's a fluctuation where, because you're still running the old program, and then you put the new program online. If it's not completely deleted the old ways, then you're going to have a mix of both. So that's why we have to rinse and repeat. We have to wash, rinse, and repeat. We just keep following through until you've completely demolished the old, like destruction of the old. Let it die. So that means that we don't feed off. We don't be reactionary, like where it's an automatic response, like just what we're used to, and instead mindfully and heartfully responding in an aware, liberated way that protects your soul, it protects your body, and it protects what you're doing, like what you're trying to achieve at that moment. Okay, so let's see, with card 1, with the Adventuring, we got Expansion. And these cards each have attached a god or goddess, or sometimes there's like gurus on there, like a rishi or something. And sometimes that god or goddess will send some blessing and clarifying and some new energy. Okay, so this one is the 5th chakra. Okay, the expansion is the 5th chakra. So first of all, expression, like verbal expression, written expression, creative expression, actually coming out of the mouth, or listening to someone's expression, whether it's a creative expression or a verbal expression. Okay, so, and the planetary link is Jupiter. Okay, this Hindu god is Brahaspati, brings good fortune, prosperity, and right livelihood. Wow, this is perfect. He rides the elephant linked with purity, dominance, and ascendancy. In one of his 4 hands he holds a sacred scroll. In another, a whirling disc with the power to cut through the blocks of the lower chakras. Wow, that's awesome. His 3rd hand is open to bestow blessings, and in his 4th hand he holds the conch shell, used in religious ceremonies as a sign of the god Vishnu, the preserver. Wow. Okay, so how I'm seeing this wants to be translated is speaking words of light, life, and love into existence, speaking it into your world, speaking it into your body, speaking it into all the tasks that you do every day, speaking it into your day, speaking it into your garden, speaking it into your food, speaking it into your loved ones in sweet ways. This should be a daily, all day, every day, speaking words of light, life, and love. 5th chakra, that includes your ears, your mouth, your tongue, your throat, your nose. Thank you, Brahaspati. Okay, we have number 2 with the tiger's eye. For some reason it wants you to see it close up. It's card number 3. Oh, nice. Okay. Card number 3. We have is the first chakra, which is the root. We have the goddess. Wait, let me make sure. Nope, I'm sorry. My eyes were playing tricks on me. One moment. Okay. First chakra still. Creation. Lord Brahma. The 4 heads reflect Brahma's position as the Lord of creation. They represent the physical self, the rational self, the emotional self, and the intuitive self. In each of his 4 hands, Brahma carries a blessing. His hand mudra removes fears and insecurities. From his pot, sacred waters pour forth. The lotus emits the scent of purity, and his scrolls recount divine wisdom. Wow, so much. Just that card alone, so much. Okay. So the first thing that I'm, getting here is obviously this is the root chakra, and I'm receiving the messages like all the good things that you have been working on, have been tilling your inner soils of your inner realms. They are in your roots, and they've been growing. Conscious awareness, drawing them up from your roots. Just consciously thinking about the fact that they're in your roots empowers you. It fortifies them even more. Just like when the sun hits the leaves of a tree and it goes through the trunk and it goes down to the roots, and there's an interplay between the soil and that light. There's an interplay that creates the perfect harmony for the photosynthesis that the tree creates. So we have removes fears and insecurities. So this group that chose number 2, you guys have some fears and insecurities. There's some unworthiness that needs to be cleared so that your roots can be pure in vitality, supporting your well-being. And then it says here, from his pot sacred waters pour forth. So finding refreshment within, quenching your thirst from within. And that comes from noticing the gracious moments and being grateful, expressing beautifully, heartfully, like saying thank you for this beautiful person that came into my life. Thank you for this beautiful sunny day. Thank you for the beautiful flowers in the garden. Thank you for the fresh, pure drinking water that I have here in my household. Then the lotus emits the scent of purity, and his scrolls recount divine wisdom. So we have the aroma of the lotus. The lotus is the power of purity. From that comes integrity. From the awareness of that purity comes integrity in order to keep that purity safe. So we have that in your thoughts, the scent of the lotus. Call on the scent of the lotus to purify your thoughts and to keep them pure, keep them safe and sacred. And then we have, in his scrolls recount divine wisdom. So I feel here would be a good idea for you to write down what comes to you, what you're building, and go back and look at them. Fortify your roots, because this is a root chakra, first chakra. Fortify your roots with your reiterating, like rereading, rewriting your new life, rewriting the wonderful things that you wish to build in this life, rewriting the way that creatures and nature are treated, rewriting the monetary system and the political system, rewriting religious affiliation type beliefs, rewriting how you get along with family and friends and loved ones, and then also writing down some intentions for creating the best routine for your lifestyle. Call on your roots. Sit on Mother Earth. If you don't have a place to sit down that you feel is sacred, then maybe you can find a crystal or a shell and just rub on that and activate it. Rub on it gently but intently, with passion and trust that both Mother Earth and divine energy will come through that crystal. If you feel you don't have a sacred place to sit down, then bless that ground. Bless that place. It might take days. Clear it up, declutter, make it beautiful, make a space. If you can't find a space, I'm telling you, there's gonna be somewhere that you can find. There's somewhere for you to be in a sacred moment for yourself to get grounded. You can find it. Be open. Not the usual things are always going to be the solution. If you need to take a walk, even walking is grounding. You can eat grounding food. Like if you get fair trade dark chocolate, cacao, that's very grounding. Roots like turmeric and ginger. Other things are grounding as well. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Brahma. Okay, so card number 3 with the red jasper. We have 13 emotions. This card is Tara. I love Tara. An embodiment of the nature of emotions. The goddess who grants protection from fears and negative tendencies easily rides and dives through the waves of turbulent seas. She stands on a corpse, letting us know that we are not the body. She is known by taking people across the vast sea of samsara. Samsara is the worldly experience. So she is known for taking people across the vast sea. That is the worldly experience. And this is sacral chakra, your sacral chakra. Emotions. Truly, nothing sits right if your sacral chakra is not flowing graciously. If it's not in a very harmonious way, it can be turbulent. It's very important that we maintain that peace. Pretty much that's like in our intestines, our womb, our intestines, All of that is in that area. And it is our responsibility to protect that sacredness by whatever means. Like if we happen to be living in a place that is not sitting right with us, then it's on us to change that, to shift that. That needs to be done with a lot of courage and a lot of wisdom, discernment, acting when given guidance, fearlessly trusting that there is a new place, a new step that has already been constructed for you. That step guiding you to your best life, to protect you. Your emotions, there's almost, really, I can see nothing more important than the emotions, because what we're feeling is what our body's vitality and well-being revolves around. If we're not feeling right, our body's not feeling right. We're cringing and we're all tied up in whatever type of feelings could be constricting you. It's not healthy. And for us to be finding ways that can put us at ease, like maybe a beautiful bath, like a bubble bath with candles, to allow the body to fully relax. Doing yoga in positions that stretches out that area so that anything that's toxic, that's been being held toxic in that area, can be released. Some nice soothing teas, listening to harmonious music that makes you just pretty much want to melt and relax and enjoy blissfully. Also, like speaking intimately with someone, looking intimately into someone's eyes, touching someone intimately, like sweet caresses and hugs and kisses, enjoying the garden, speaking to the flowers, speaking to the bees and the butterflies. Those are all things that can put you at ease, and it will help your emotions be at ease. This is what we are all here to achieve. We're putting to rest. We're allowing everything that is not of harmony to die, so that we can be in our original design of being at ease throughout our whole body, so that we can be in full vitality, so that we can be thriving and flourishing. Thank you, Goddess Tara. Next, I have the mystical Shaman Oracle. I don't know if it's coming out right on the video, but it's the mystical mystical Shaman Oracle. And these will be the final cards. Let's see whatever wants to come out to support this Inner Realms card reading. We got the moon card. Happy full moon. Supported. This card reading, you are supported by this full moon. I say follow along. See how this card has the various phases of the moon. We should always be connecting, no matter what phase it is. Always be celebrating the moon. All month long, she deserves our appreciation, our adoration, our celebration, all month long. The celebration of our sacredness, the fact that we can observe her, the fact that we can receive blessings from her. Okay, and then earlier I wrote something. This was basically for success in the creation and integrating. So I'm just going to read. Bear with me because it's just, it's just words that I jotted down. So I apologize if it's not in like an official paragraph. So I just wanted to say, like, this awakening with the Soul Tribe Collective, and people might not know what Soul Tribe Collective even means. So I just wanted to say, like, it's the conscious creators, the awakening ones, the ones that hold life sacred and dear, and respects and wishes well for everyone and acts upon that. And pretty much, I would think if I said Soul Tribe, then that means you know who you are. You know when you're a Soul Tribe person. Whether you feel like you're completely there or not, you still know because it's that seed that's inside of you. So that's what I wrote this down for this Inner Realms card reading, for navigating and delegating the Inner Realms. This is for the Awakening Soul Tribe Collective, the conscious co-creators. You know who you are. So in this 3D realm, in the 5D realm, and the higher to the highest realms is what I wrote down here for us to be drawing upon, to be connecting with, like creating lines, lines of light to those beings, or even if it's a conscious, cultivated thought that is being brought into being. It's all the same. Like there's creators, and then what they've created. Like I'm speaking about like wonderful, beautiful creators that are either on this 3D realm with us, and they're just really high up there, or ones who've either ascended, or they're just in other realms, or they're just so high that we can't even comprehend. So that's my encouragement in writing this down, was that we connect to them, like 3D, 5D, higher, all the way up to the highest, most beautiful, divine, perfect, pure, integrity filled, irresistible, beautiful, delicious, loving, truth energy. And whether that is a being, or whether that is a way of being, whether it's just a cultivated essence. We don't really know, but that's what I would like for us to connect to as we're creating this new life that we are dealing, like what we're going through right now. We are ascending. Like this card here is just, you know, assisting. It's like we already are, and then I pulled this card, and this is assisting and supporting that ascension. So I wrote here, I might say it like a prayerfully, okay? So connecting with the ones that can see, feel, taste, hear, smell, and touch. The most beautiful, luscious, fun, delicious, harmonious, beautiful, joyful, grace-filled, abundant, thriving, and flourishing life. Calling on all the energy to come to us, through us, flow through us like a life force, and also root into us, integrate into our being, integrate into our life, balance both the inner and the outer realms so that they reflect that beautiful creation, allowing gratefully all the beauty that is coming forth, that is blooming and sprouting and fruiting for harvesting. And how I just show you how I get into receiving mode. And this was taught to me by someone very special. And I just heartfully whisper, and you can even put your hands down, offering at your heart level. And you say, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the love, thank you for the light, thank you for the life-giving things in our life. Thank you for the beauty, thank you for the kindness, thank you for the tenderness, thank you for the compassion, thank you for the wonderful deliciousness, thank you for the passion and the luscious moments, thank you for the abundance, thank you for the prosperity that supports Mother Earth and our bodies. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I just intend that it just goes into every cell, every organ, every atom, every body part of my body. And it flows through me into every aspect, every direction of my life, every level, into every relationship, everything that I own, everything that I am creating, everything. I just ask that it supports everything, this beautiful new life with such beautiful, perfect energy that harmonizes everything. Saying thank you. Every day, blessing it, lifting it upward, higher and higher as far as my consciousness can lift into ultimate bliss. And then acting faithfully upon those new things, speaking as if they are, acting upon those opportunities, just noticing and appreciating the little beautiful, miraculous solutions and fun experiences that seem to come through that you didn't even expect. Like no longer expecting what is undesirable, no longer expecting as if it were like a post-traumatic experience, no longer allowing that replay loop. It stopped, and now the blessing of graciousness coming through on replay, coming through spontaneously in miraculous ways, always offering abundance, always offering solutions and righteousness and beauty and edifying to your body, your spirit, and your soul, and your mind. So, loved ones, this card reading is complete. May it find you and guide you on all levels, supporting you for the best life that you can create and experience. Thank you for joining me. If you found this channel or this card reading helpful and supportive to you, please subscribe. Please like my video, and any comments that would be helpful for me, whether it's creating the video, if you can't hear it properly, or if you can't see it properly, or even the way I do the card readings. I would love any information that would be helpful that I can serve you better. Thank you very much. And down below you can find links to some of my other avenues of expression, including places that you can make donations, or you can support me through Patreon if you feel that this is valuable and that will help society. Anything would be very much appreciated and used wisely. And I thank you very much. And I just want to do a final blessing with some cedar. With this beautiful oyster shell. My grandson found this at the marina. It's so huge. It means a lot to me just because he's not near me as often as he used to be because he moved. So here's your blessing. Receive. Thank you, loved one.